Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with the day 7 scrap lift over at Scrap Squad's 12 days of spring scrap lifts. And this one is going to be tough for me. It's a really unusual design. I love how her page turned out. It's done by someone named Crazy Scrap. I'm assuming that's her Instagram handle. It's got torn strips of paper, and in the little valleys that are created by the strips, there are photo clusters. Let me get that back. There are photo clusters and there are florals and stuff, but the tough thing is the stitching. And as we all know, I don't do stitching, but I'm going to try to do something that gives the same texture and appearance somewhat. I'm going to use football pictures and we'll see. As you can see, what I've done here is I kind of assembled a cluster for each photo, and I'll put those. Then I laid them out on a solid sheet of paper, and then I used that for the spacing to tear my strips. So that's kind of why things are this way right now. So I'm gonna just jump right in. This is what I'm gonna use to somehow simulate stitches, and I'm laying the white paper on, and I'm gonna do what they did, which is kind of curl it up to create those valleys there. Let's see, that one goes there, that one goes there, and that one goes there. I'm going to do the other edge first. And the spacing of the valleys, I think, doesn't make all that much difference because my photos are a little bit larger than those in the original, and they're gonna kind of ride on top of the valleys. So I can space my photos properly, even if the valleys aren't totally lined up. Okay, there's texture kind of showing with that already. I'm gonna do this. And I didn't do any particular color scheme. I'm trying to use a lot of black and white. His school colors, well, I guess the photos kind of dictate that a little bit. His school colors are black and blue and white. And he's wearing his letterman's jacket and jeans, and there's a dark background that's meant to look like a locker room. And these are really cool photos, and I think the bright white background is gonna work well. I found a piece of acetate that I was able to cut into 3 pieces to kind of tuck in behind the back. It's a kind of a statement. Okay, so there's the stuff. I'm gonna do this one first, and I'm gonna go ahead and staple these together. So this has this piece of acetate with the strong black and white. This is a tag that I'm going to hide the words. It's actually a gift tag. And I'll kind of do it that way. I want to assemble these clusters differently for each photo. This one I'll swing over to the right. It has a plant on it. I don't care if that shows, but it's probably not going to. In this case here, the tag stuck down below the frame, and here it's going to go over top, and that'll go about right there, and then this will go here. This one is a blue floral pattern that is definitely going to show. I'm going to have it over to this side and have the photo kind of like that. You know, there's a coating on here that I did not see. Okay, that's much better. I'll have to go remove that from the others after having I've already stapled, so I'll just pull it like that. That didn't hurt anything. Silly me. Know your supplies, I guess. Okay. This one's going to be tougher because there's some showing out here beyond the staples. I can embellish over that. Let's just say I can embellish over that. And okay, so now let's go back to this one. I'm gonna have it kind of swinging pretty far out there, and then this. Just a little difference in the way these guys are assembled. So that one's going to go there. And then what I have are this little basket of things that I can add. I have three, I've grouped them in threes. I have 3 sets of these plastic arrows that are JD 3D, available at Hey Little Magpie. And I'm trying to see if there's a coating on that. I have 3 stars, 3 things to kind of put in here. I have various little labels, some tabs, 3 flowers, and 3 of these, and 3 sets of arrows. So we'll see. And all of this stuff is from my Scrap Backwards kit. So what I'm going to do to get the photo clusters above these valleys here is to mount them with this thick tape, foam tape. And I'm at the end of the roll, So it's going to be tough to, I'm gonna put some glue behind it and set it down there. Having trouble lifting up from it. And I'm going to do this. Okay, and this needs to be down further as well. So I'll just kind of pat that down. I don't think I have any more of this, and I do need to get some. I don't use it that often, not on every layout, but when I do use it, I'm going to do it this way and then take the backing off, so maybe I don't have so much trouble pulling my finger away. There we go. And I'm gonna put a little glue there for that photo, and then right there too. Okay. I can't say with certainty that I'm gonna like this. I have no idea. I haven't tried out any of these things in my possible scenario here, so I don't have a good idea what it's going to look like. I'm hoping it echoes the original enough to pass as a Scraplift, as a legitimate Scraplift, rather than, you know, Kathy goes crazy with goofy things. So I'm going to leave that there, even though the photo's at a little bit different angle than the others, and I am going to elect to be okay with that. Okay, the important things for me to get in there are the words. I've kind of chosen some, let me just kind of distribute some of these things. I'll do that one there, and I'm not even placing them where they're gonna go. I just want to kind of see what I'm dealing with. Where's the other swirly arrow? It's here. And the flowers, each one has a flower. I'm gonna do that one there, and this one's gonna go here, maybe beside the word. Well, what the heck, I'm gonna put that there. And then this blue one's gonna go here. This measuring tape there, and let's do this here and this orange ticket there. I'm gonna divide up these guys. There's 1, 2, 2, and let's go with this green. Well, we'll go with the teal. And then I'm gonna pick one that says good stuff, one that says today. Oops, I have actually cut into a piece of ephemera. Well, I'm not going to use that for this layout, so I'll just put it aside. One that says today, and then one that says documented or noted. I think I have something, I use the word document someplace else. So I'm going to do noted. I'm going to put those aside. And I have see the world, hitting the road, and document the moments. And then I have kind of secondarily these, this is the good stuff, and this says live your dreams. This says make things happen. And then we have grateful, and these little moments, and grow with every adventure. So someone who's getting ready to graduate from high school, I think those are all appropriate sentiments. It's now how to get them all in there. But the very first thing I'm going to do is my thing that will simulate stitching. I'm just going to pile all these things up here and get them out of the areas that I'm going to use. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to stitch across here. And my stitches are going to be just twirled. It's going to go like that, I think. And here, I'm going to do it differently for all three. Maybe here I will go like that. I'm actually going to do this one here. Okay, let me just get the glue and start. I'm going to jump in and do the gluing and see how it ends up. Like I said, it's not going to look like stitching. It's not going to be stitching. But it's fiber. Where are my tweezers? I will push that down on the glue. And for those of you who don't know, I take blood thinners, and handling needles is not in the handbook of things I should be doing. So I do goofy things like this instead. Let's see. Okay. And here, come on. What I need is for the two sides to look like they're being constrained by these, even if it's not stitching. I'd like it to look like it's being held together by it. Don't know if that's possible, but it's my goal. Okay, so that's my stitching, guys. And I think it looks goofy right now. I'm hoping with the embellishing around it that it'll be okay. Okay, now I'm going to pull this down. I'm going to take the things that will go around the photo. I'm going to put the flower here, and for that I'm going to cut some of the thinner foam. Put that on there, and I'm going to curl the petals. I'm going to stick this kind of like right in there. I will do the ticket. I'm actually going to tear it, I think. Well, I'll actually do it this way. I'm going to kind of hide it behind there. This is the part I love. I love kind of tucking things in and adding bits of color and all of that. This is good stuff. I want that to be right there. Maybe partly hidden behind the acetate. And then See the World is going to go on one of these strips. And I guess I have to figure out which direction these things will go. I'm going to do this. And then I have this grateful word that I'm actually going to put down here and kind of, I'm going to see if I can smash it down there. I'm going to put the arrow, this blue arrow, on the photo, like so. I'm going to do this arrow kind of like this. And the star is going to go off here. Beside the flower. And I've got this thing that says make things happen. I'm going to put a little foam behind it. And where do I want it? I'm gonna, I could put it there. See the world and make things happen. I'm gonna scooch this down a bit. No, I'm not. Apparently I'm not. Well, maybe I am. Let's see. I did pull it off. I kind of ruffled the paper underneath. Hopefully it'll still... Did I have it? Do I have it pointing the way I want it to point? I guess. There. See the world and make things happen. Okay, so column 1 is done. And I kind of like it. So let's pull all these things off here and see where they're going to go. I'm going to do the measuring tape, maybe right here between the, oh, you know, I put some glue there. So that's not tuckable. Hopefully it's tuckable here. I want to do it so that the measuring marks show. That's not going to go where I want it, but it'll be okay. Let's see where the flower goes. The flower, I think, can go right there. And I'm going to get a piece of foam, put it in the middle, and then curl these guys up. These are from the Vicky Bouton's print shop collection, and I bought the digital collection and printed a bunch of these for another page and didn't use them, so that'll go there. I've got this swirly arrow that I thought could fit there. I'm going to put glue only on the end of the arrow there. I've got this today tab that I think I can squeeze in right there. I have a little label that I'm going to slide in here. Let's see. I have this star. Maybe I'll put the star right up top there. And I didn't spend a lot of time color coordinating, as you saw. It even, you know, like when I picked things out or when I decided which photo they'd go with. I like this Live Your Dream. And I'm going to put it right here. But I'm going to do some tape under it. And I've got Hitting the Road that I'll try to squeeze in somewhere, maybe up top there. Let's see. Your dreams right there. And to me, these things, not the so much the stitching, kind of makes the page. I'm just going to kind of, I've got a little glue on it, and I'm going to let it be lifted up by the fold in this paper, so it'll just kind of look like it fell there. I have these little moments. I may add that right down here. Let's see, I just want a little bit of adhesive in a couple of places there. And let me see if I can. I put the adhesive on the wrong side. That's because I can't see this morning. I have 3 different kinds of eye drops that I have to kind of stagger throughout the day. And I just put some in before I started the video, thinking that they'd be out of my eyes, but they're not. So things are a little fuzzy. But I did it yesterday, I think, without that excuse, so could be just me. Okay, and I've got this black arrow piece that maybe can go right here in the middle of the stitching. And it kind of goes along with the idea of hitting the road. And okay, so I'm somewhat heartened by how it looks so far. This is the good stuff, and document the moments. So I'm going to, let me first put the flower. Where will the flower go? The flower will go maybe, I'm going to put the flower here, because these sentiments are both short. I really don't want, I think the flower really should go down here. But let's see, I could do this is the good stuff. And grow with every adventure. And document the moments down here. That works for me. Let's see how this comes together. Like that. And then I think I'm going to take this and cut a piece for there. We have all the Happy Easter greetings being exchanged right now. That's what you hear from my iPad. James is on the road driving back from South Carolina, where he met with some Army buddies over the weekend. And let's see. Don't like that. I'll put it over here where we might need a little bit of color. There. And then I've got this yellow star that can go right here. But I'm going to put it on a tiny bit of this thin or narrow foam. And just for a little difference in and I'm gonna do this arrow. And right now, whatever piece I happen to pick up would go in a place that's not necessarily where it's going to go if I pick up another piece first, if that makes any sense at all. I'm just, whatever piece I pick up, I fit it into where it makes sense now. And I don't worry about whether something else should have gone there. Let me put it that way. I'm gonna put this here, and then I've got this green arrow. It's actually a tree and not an arrow. But I think I'm going to use it as an arrow on its side. There was an outdoorsy set of these JD 3D pieces. And I think this was from the outdoorsy set. And I stored it with the arrows when I used all the other pieces. Okay, so now I get the word strips on, and this will be done. Okay, and here. Then this grow with every adventure. I think I will put the adhesive on the one side and let the other side bridge the gap there. Okay, I think we're done, and I actually kind of love it. I started to color the flower centers blue, or 3 different colors. I'm glad I left them white. Let's bring up the original again. I think I captured the spirit of the original. There it is. Their clusters were larger and photos smaller. I've kind of used the photos as the main attraction there, and then clustered all that stuff around it. So I'm happy with it. I like the mix of colors, and I like the I think everything draws attention to the photos. I'm okay that that's not stitching. I'm okay that it's twine, and it seems like it might be, like shoelaces or the laces on a football. It has enough of a relevance, and the color, the black and white color, works out great. So thank you for watching. I appreciate your patience as I went through this, because I have been putting this off for too long. I almost decided not to do it, but I didn't. So the title, let's see, what should the title be? This is the good stuff, see the world, live your dreams. Live your dreams. I think I'll make it live your dreams, or make things happen. Make things happen. He used to make things happen on the football field. He's going to make things happen in life. Now, I had a nice long talk with him yesterday. He came back from spring break and spending some time with a friend. And this kid's got a great head on his shoulders, and he's confused now, doesn't know exactly what he wants to do. And I think at 18, most of us didn't. So, except Katie. Katie knew from when she was 8 that she wanted to be a hairstylist. So, anyway, I'm happy with this. It's a great page for and about him. So, thanks for watching. Bye.